Hello everyone, and welcome back. Well, I've finally finished laying all the trap Fiddleyard. It took me a while because I was short of one of these three-way points. So I ordered one of those, and then they ended up sending the code 101 instead of the code 75, so I had to send it back. But luckily they sent the correct one out pretty much as soon as I let them know, so I didn't have to wait too long for it. It pretty much turned up the next day after they'd sent it, so that was all good. But as you can see, it's completely different to my last Fiddleyard design. If you remember back, what I had was one track coming in about there, and then it sort of filtering off to about 3 rails just there, and then you had one coming around there, and just fanning out a couple of sidings on either side. The problem with that is it limited my track design to only single track, and if I wanted a double track main line, it'd be awkward. And when you brought trains in, you'd have to like reverse them back into the sidings or reverse them out the sidings to sort of, you know, start enjoying using them. So it was bugging me for a while, and those sidings could only handle probably a maximum of 3 or 4 coaches plus a locomotive. What I've got here, these will easily cater to 5 and possibly 6 on the centre ones, coaches and a locomotive. So although I'm actually down one siding, I'm actually up on actual storage space, so hopefully this will be a lot better design, because I can just obviously got this one here which will just go that way, and then that one there, the back there, will go that way. And you can see what I've sort of planned with the curves. I've not put the curves in yet, but that's sort of my plan, and then sort of just to join up and start the scenic section about there. So I think that's probably like the best I could do with it, with the space I've got. I mean these centre ones are about almost 6 foot long, I'd say, and these sort of side ones where they've had to go through a few points are more like about 5 foot long. So I've done that. What I've also done, if you look, say here, at the end I've kept just a short bit of track which is just 13 inches long, and I've put in insulating gaps, as you can see there and there and there and so on. I've done that at this end on this side, and I've done it on that end down there. And the reason for that is when the train comes around, it'll touch whichever siding it's coming into. The detection module will detect that and should start slowing the train down, and then so when it's sort of coming towards this section here, it should be going at a really sort of slow sort of shunting sort of speed, and then by having a short section connected to a different occupancy detector, it will know and be able to calculate pretty accurately where to stop, so it doesn't sort of run over at the end. So that's why I've done that for computer control, but it does mean I'm going to have to buy another detector, because there's only 16 connections on the one I've got and I need 20, so that's a bit annoying. It does look a bit close up to here, but so far it does actually miss the wall. I can adjust it if need be, but because I started at the back, I tried to get close because I wasn't quite sure exactly how much space I'd have, but so far it seems alright. I've put this point at a bit of an angle so I can sort of get that curve in. So that's why this track here isn't exactly straight or anything, but it doesn't matter. It's not there for looks, it's there for storage mostly. So I will put a bit of wood up here somewhere, with just along here, just to protect any trains that are sitting here from being knocked off or anything. As for the wiring, that is not done yet. That's all just back to square one, with lots of wires hanging down. So that's my next job, which should be really fun. Not. One thing I have changed my mind on a little bit is, if you have a look at, look at it, these points I was using. One thing that's been bugging me for a while is you're always reliant on that servo hitting that micro switch, and it does it pretty accurately, and so far I've had no problems with it, but I've just got visions of one day it not pressing it and then causing a short as the train runs over the point. And so, plus with all that extra wiring as well, it's something that's been bugging me for a while. So I've had another little thought on that, and Dave Fenton, who makes Megapoint system, he's brought out this, which is a bit difficult to see in the packaging, but this is a relay control board or something like that. So with that, combined with a relay board, which I do believe it is, combined with that should allow me to control points electronically rather than reliant on a switch, and it should hopefully have less wiring as well. So I know it's like a bit more expensive, but I was just thinking if that works and it's going to work more reliably, then it's worth the money, I think. But I thought I'd give it a go under the Fiddleyard here, because I've got nothing to lose. So I know, yeah, it's a bit more expensive, but I think for me, reliability over everything is most important. One thing I also bought was this control board for the Megapoint system. So as you're trying to, connect all your servos to there, and you got your programming, but it's very difficult to actually test the points without having something connected to these. So what this board does is it just pops on to those pins, and you've got little switches there, and all you do is you just flip the switch, probably easier with a little screwdriver or something, but yeah, you just flip those switches there and that can test the points, and obviously the memory buttons down here as well. So, and that was only about 10 quid I think, so I thought, well, why not give that give it a go. So yeah, next job is getting under there and wiring all that up, but I've done myself a shoulder injury at the minute, so that might take a little while. So we'll see. Hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult this time because I know what I'm doing, but yeah, still need to order some more bits and then get cracking with that mess. So yeah, that's all for now.